Okay. I'm lay down because my back hurts. Left off, everyone had, if I remember correctly, a lot that they did.
Some more than others.
No.
Mm.
Well, I need to find somebody who can guide me to the Fae.
What about that?
Well, like I said, I might have some leads in the, I'm sure Asuka would know, or Spira, since she said, oh, I can't speak about that.
Microphone is barely picking up. Why is that?
I mean, I can hear you fine.
No, you guys can.
I can't find where I was tracking it, but I think I only have like, I don't know, 8 gold left of the 200. If my memory serves. Could have sworn I was tracking it. But then again, my computer restarted and I might have lost the file before I saved it. All the items are there, which is good.
Can I? No, that's. Yeah, that's definitely. Ah.
How about now? We can hear you.
If I move it this direct. Okay, now the recording can actually hear me.
This is good.
Okay, so Satsu, you said you had like what 8 gold out of the 9 you were given?
Out of the 200 we were given,
Oh yeah.
it was something along those lines.
Yeah.
Because I remember I spent a little bit on the clothing and stuff, and then in the archery shop, I definitely spent a solid, an even 180.
Yeah, you definitely spent a lot in the archery shop.
Insert, dart competition memes. 100.
You
I
guys
think
are in the
Les was saying he had some roles he needed me to do.
No, I'm not gonna bother with those. We already moved on.
Okay.
Because I remembered a lot of our hidden rules that can happen, like orgasm-induced amnesia.
show though.
Oh.
Sure thing. Because it can happen to you in real life.
House still around. Yeah.
Post nut clarity to the extreme. I don't even remember what I was doing.
So
And
off
kinda
topic, I talked to Dave and he might be able to join us next week.
Awesome.
Ooh,
Awesome.
like-
If you can, great.
Yeah, his teaching thing's basically about done now that he's been doing.
awesome.
That's good to know.
But he said he wouldn't be able to make this one, but he's going to attempt to make the following one.
As long as you're able to go up instantly enough.
Yeah.
So did anybody else need to buy anything? Because you guys only spent like, what, 2 gold?
Oh, I spent 16.
Yeah. They're not used to having money. They don't know what to spend it on.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, Tatsuya's never seen this amount of gold in one spot.
And I'm just like, yep, this.
Because I know he got some clothes. He was going to get some shoes. Well, he got those boots, I should say.
But they did make it clear that this was only to be used in the city.
Yeah. So you got gloves, you got some extra clothes, a coat, some boots, you got a fishing rod and some a tackle box. Trying to think what else. He did get a sleeping bag. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I honestly don't know what else he would need since Satsu bought him the rest of that stuff.
I don't buy you shit.
Huh?
I didn't buy you shit.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, in that case, then I guess I'll make my way back to I'm guessing the castle, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but again, soul still hasn't had the full hit of the six.
Hmm?
That'll be alright. Oh, because Oni or yokai sex with them can literally hit you in the spirit a couple hours later. Actually, any interaction, they can do a lot of weird stuff. They can also get your soul drunk, but don't worry about that one right now.
Yeah.
How do you get rid of that hangover?
How do
Where?
you have to visit a priest or something to get rid of a drunk soul?
No, that's when you go to the monks so that they can teach you drunken.
Okay. But if there's no complaints, I will start making my way to the castle to try to inquire with. I'll start with Aspira, see what she might know.
Party makes their way back to the castle after shopping.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, retail therapy.
It lasted a lot longer than you would think.
I imagine.
Pretty much the whole session.
Yeah.
We didn't stop until like an hour after we normally end.
Yeah.
That's about right. Oh yeah,
And
Get it out of the way.
Tetsuya didn't even buy all that much himself. He got like extra clothes, a sleeping bag, small tent, um,
Arrows
Some-
for that bow.
some boots. Well, Satsu was the one that bought the arrows and the quiver.
I
Yeah.
didn't buy you shit.
No, you bought arrows for yourself, not for anyone else.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
buy you shit.
We're all in
Oh,
agreement.
okay.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. He was saying I bought the.
Not saying that you
No.
bought him anything. You're
I was just saying you
commenting that
you bought the thing.
arrows.
Oh yes, I bought things. Yes.
Well, Tetsuya didn't buy arrows because
That's a shame.
they said no, you can't have weapons in the city, and also he didn't really see the point of buying arrows that he can't use right now.
Well, so you can purchase them. It's just once you purchase them, you
Mhm.
kind of gotta check them in, and then you can get them when you leave.
Yes, but this was not the line of thinking that Tatsuya had gone down.
Yeah.
I see. Did they also not even bother to check for any of the crossbows or any of the fancier technology for war?
No.
Nah,
No.
Tatsuya
None of
He's
these guys
still
have
got-
those.
a simple child, man.
He's still got like 184 gold.
Where would the
If you
party
just-
find, what are you looking for?
The spear.
Where,
The
You
whorehouse.
would find you'd find a spear in the basically the fucking harem.
Mhm.
And Satsu would just like kind of walk in. Yep, been here before, and just kind of
No.
flop down.
Now, question is she just gonna walk in?
Yeah.
yeah,
Ah, yes. The only time
She's not gonna
Satsu
fucking
gets-
throw open the doors or anything, but she is just gonna make her way in.
I'm just gonna
The only
walk
time
in,
Tatsu gets
drop trowel,
stopped.
and flop over.
Well, the only time Satsu's gonna what?
get stopped by a door guard. Just no. Mm.
Basically, like somebody's working in there. Just give them a minute.
I'll
You
just
get to wait.
and I would look at my wrist. 1.
What are you doing? Counting how many seconds you're delaying.
So, what is this place?
Aside from the palace, this is probably the second biggest building in the entirety of.
No, this is
City, and-
Tetsuya asking.
Yeah, that's Tetsuya asking.
No, I'm just
What is
giving.
this
I'm
place?
just giving you just a sum of how big of a place it is. What with it being like a 4-story fucking building that's a few. I don't know. It's probably at least 500-600 feet long.
Oh,
This is the non-prison area of where we were.
it doesn't look like part of the palace.
There's a lot of naked people here. Like where you are for the moment, with all the guards along this outside rim, civilization, modesty. On the other side of the threshold, depravity.
On the other side of the threshold,
Harmony.
booty.
I always wonder if one of them would like see Satsu and be like, "Oh my god, I've studied all your work."
Nah.
That fangirl run earlier.
Yeah.
Well, I thought they were just a fan. I didn't know they were like a follower in the way of Satsu.
The guard didn't delay you for too long because the silent just kind of leaned over and just slid something into their helmet. And like, oh. I mean, that's technically the only way the silent could speak is with a whisper stone.
Mm.
You're gonna go all the way to the top floor, where the Oiron is. The big snake Oiron, the Snoiron.
Open the door and peek my head through.
Spira in her giant pile of pillows.
All coiled up in her giant pile of pillows.
Looks like me once upon a time.
Because that's a big snake.
I
Dark's
kinda
seen me
wanna,
like that.
kinda wanna see a Spira get put on like one of those stretching machines and pulled all straight, popping all of their vertebrae,
Oof.
and then it
Because what,
starts
ain't a
to
Spira like
twist.
100 feet long?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yep. But she's got her duties as the queen skank. I mean, it's what my brain defaults to is words like skank.
Queen skank.
Yeah, queen- snake. Skank
Mhm.
snake.
Squank.
Snake. Or skank.
Snake.
Yeah, exactly, snake.
What,
Are you
squank
busy?
isn't good enough?
Okay, just shut face.
Is she busy with anything right now? Or is she just
Oh yeah.
chilling?
Oh, she's constantly busy, but the best part about being at the top of the food chain is you can just kind of ignore everybody else when you want.
Yeah, and I can just see, like, if she's talking to someone, we can continue this later.
Right up.
But
I heard a noise.
Satsuiki, what
Oh,
brings
he's so
you to
cute.
here?
A certain message I sent you not too long ago.
Oh yes, and what? And you wish to discuss it further?
I do, because it seems you at least know something, at least to guide me in a proper direction.
Well, that depends. Come, we should
I always would a spirit just like reach out her tail so I could like sit on it and she brings me to her?
Nope, you are not allowed to sit on the snake.
Okay. I just thought that would be a cute image.
It would be, but you are not allowed to sit on the snake. Only one person is allowed to ride the snake. Well, that's not true. But the main person that's allowed is the only one that wants to ride the snake.
I just
In more
imagine
than
her
one
using
way.
like the tip of the tail like a hand, like.
Mm-hmm.
But I would make my way in and sit down next to her and look up. I always forget how tall you are sometimes.
Yes, it doesn't help that I'm coiled up a little bit.
But yes, I have the best I would know is for what I'm trying to find. It would be the Fae, and I need to know how to reach them.
Well, I am not very versed in the ways of Fae.
Don't imagine many are.
But if you are definitely seeking one, I'm sure that someone that is of the Fae may be inclined to answer. A lot of them I've heard are mischievous at times.
Oh yes, I'm quite sure, and if they're anything like the Fae that I knew from, my old world and the stories and all that. Yeah, they're mischievous and none not to be taken lightly.
Is your little friend all right? He's so red I could mistake him for one of my carpets.
Might be the first time he's seen somebody so nude and so many so nude.
Oh, you poor innocent child. Setsu just.
Just sat there.
Unfazed.
Girls.
Just staring at the floor, getting made fun of by both the dragons.
I was about to say, how are they reacting?
Oh, they're making fun of him. Well, at least Akatamame is.
The complaints about pregnancy abound.
Mm-hmm.
We were given a riddle that would lead us to My guess is the Fae, anyways, and then a specific person, but I don't know who that person would be.
Metal, you were doing a fucking verbal seizure.
Well, let me see it. Do you have it written down, or are you going to have to explain it, and possibly, and we are going to play the telephone game?
No, I'll reach in and pull out the written down version of it, which is in the in-character chat,
Yeah.
in-character discussion.
She will take the note and read it.
And I'll kind of, yeah, you know, the spirit and whimsy, grave danger, uninformed or foolish, that all sounds very Fae-like in what I'm familiar with.
Are you sure the person that wrote this didn't smell burnt toast?
I mean, they're, and I'll, I'll motion to Amiko. I mean, Amiko said this is from an oracle up with the gods.
Oh,
They're required to be that vague.
yeah. Yes. Well, I was never one for riddles.
I know.
Try your sister wife.
Yeah, I could, you could take this to my sister, my sister wife, but I will have to speak with her myself before I send you her way.
I imagine so.
She tends to more delicate matters than I do.
I also didn't have quite the relationship with her as I have with you.
Not a lot of people have a good relationship with Yuya. They're scared of her, sorceress and all.
So, is there like a phone system in the palace and all? Or do we have to, like...
There are phones, yes.
Now, is it a good idea for a spirit to call?
I mean, you can call whoever you want, and most people answer. It's like a 50-50 with Yuya. She could either be near the phone doing, like, written studies and stuff, or on a rooftop somewhere high on smelling salts doing chants.
Okay, well, let's flip a coin, shall we? And she will make a phone call.
Oh, my leg. I can stretch my leg up real high. Oh, that feels so good. Sorry.
Stretchy. Stick your
I
leg
had a
out
cramp.
Real far.
I did stick my leg out real far because I had a cramp. And now I stuck my leg out straight up and it feels better. I almost kicked my Alexa, though.
Don't kick the Alexa.
I'm trying
Gets
not
mad
to
if
kick
you
her.
do that.
I know she will. I don't need the AI sending a robot swarm of delivery drones after me.
All just whirring menacingly.
Just, can't really do much, but it'll be like that Michael Reeves video where he gets attacked by a swarm of the fucking drones.
Yeah.
Ah! Why do I do these things? I fucking love Michael. That is a crackhead with money.
Yeah, but she will just daintily pick up the phone and give Yuya a ring.
Ah, yeah.
Yu Yu Hakusho Detective Service here.
Yuya picks up the phone, and then you hear this fumbling, and then some sort of swearing, and then a mild explosion, then the cough, and then, yeah?
Oh dear, how are you? I didn't interrupt, did I?
No, we're fine. What's up?
I have a friend with an oracle's riddle that needs help. A cat
wait.
girl, a cat boy, and a Raiju. I got that right, didn't I? That's what fuck my life.
Oh, yes. Amiko's
Amiko.
Raiju.
Yeah. And a Raiju that need help with a riddle.
Do they walk into a bar? No, it's okay, Phil. That's fine. Just give me a few minutes, and then you can send them this way.
Okay, I'll keep
I
them
just-
entertained while you clean up.
Then the faint fucking, you just hear like the thunk of a knee on something. Yeah. Careful. All right, you have a good one. I'll and just the clang of the receiver.
And she's gonna just put the receiver up. Give her a few minutes.
Oh, of course.
You get to go to the tower. Oh, hope you don't mind heights.
Of course, I could show you around while we wait.
Yeah, I know
Maybe.
Tetsuya hasn't seen the place, and he seems like he's quite interested.
So yeah, no, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine to show us. Yes, of course.
That's not what I mean. Oh, you're so cute.
Yes, one of the only four-armed Oni. He's just kind of snoring in the chair behind Aspira's bed. It's their guard. Oh, okay. We're just keeping it simple with the four-letter names. Because apparently only Japan can get away with a name like Noni.
Noni.
Noni. Whether they have no knees or they
I
know.
was-
No, just
And
one of
he's-
their knees.
The sphere is just gonna look like Noni, dear.
Hmm. Mm. Mm. Just the rumbling. The raising of that big floppy bamboo hat. What? What I do?
Oh, you didn't do anything, dear. We have guests.
Oh,
kind of
hey.
peek over and wave.
Hey, I've beat off of that cat before.
What, him?
No, you.
Yeah.
He's cute, though. Mm.
I have things to attend to. Would you mind showing them around?
No. Yeah, yeah.
And I have a couple of interviews in a little bit.
Just fumbling around and finding their eye patch to grab their little eye and stick it in their head and put it back on. Alright. Let's go. And then they'll slide themselves out of the chair and saunter about the big ass pile of pillows that occupies the fucking middle of the room.
This chamber's got to be huge for a Spira to fit.
This entire building is like an aircraft hangar.
Ah.
Yes, a Spira fits in here with plenty of room. It's one of the okay. If we just start with the biggest room first for her, then we might still have enough materials left over to build the rest. You calling her fat? No, I'm calling her huge. However,
I'm so long and girthy.
I mean, she is.
I bet you she makes that joke all the time.
But yes, she does, and that's also why Suspira sometimes gets dunked under the water in a rage.
I can just see it just slithering about the palace. I'm so long and girthy.
And then the wife that is the assassin boss tries to assassinate her.
Your stupid jokes.
With your fucking puns. Yeah, that's pretty much how that relationship goes. It's a love-hate relationship. It's 90% hate for me.
And 10% love.
10% malcontent. Alright. You are heartened to know that Noni has both of their knees.
This is good.
And a very colorful kimono.
I'm gonna grab Tetsuya and like hold his face staring straight at me. Don't fuck the Oni.
No, I don't want to. I don't want. No, stop. Just gonna kind of move hands.
Yeah. Especially since pretty much everyone here is owned by us. You know, I don't like it when people touch their property. Oh, the only one that's not is me. And like a bunch of the guards.
So please don't touch any of the girls or anyone. Just keep your hands to yourself.
Kill me up all you want. I only have one bulge though.
And I'll whisper, unless you want to spend some of that coin.
Stop.
Alright, but I'll pop up and go to give Aspira a hug.
Is that allowed?
I mean, if Spira allows it, yeah.
She will allow the hug and hug.
I mean,
Satsu.
technically, they can do anything with any of the girls on the bottom floor if they pay. The hierarchy.
It's just a hug of, old friends, because
Yeah.
I don't know when I'll see you again.
Don't be smothered by the scales. There's a lot of them.
Those are some huge scaly boobs.
Well, hopefully this pans out and everything works out, and be interesting to see how the result comes, but
Mhm.
I'll keep you
knows?
updated if you don't know already.
And who knows? Maybe if you're lucky and you come back, you can join us here.
It would be an experience, but definitely not a permanence.
You don't. Oh, there's a lot you don't understand, little one. And she's gonna pet. Okay, off with you now. I have more business to attend to.
Of course, sorry to interrupt. And I will follow Noni.
Tetsuya will follow as well.
Yes, just the scratching of ass region as they walk along. Apparently, I've been asleep in that chair for like a day.
It's been an eventful day. Surprised the explosions didn't wake you up.
Wait, there were explosions?
Yes, there was some blob that tried to attack the city and got blown up by guns.
My mother-in-law. I'm just
Hmm.
kidding. I'm not married anymore. She died.
Something anti-magic, something explosion.
Oh, cool. Anti-magic. I got swords made out of that.
Oh, something terrorists.
Oh yeah, I got swords made out of that.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. So we got a couple of things to do here. You have the bottom floor where you can get your rocks off, but not a lot of I don't really trust it because sloppy seconds from any one of these people might not be. You might have a hot dog in a hallway, or in his case, hot dog in a Grand Opera Hall. They're big. So there's that. There's your basics out of the way. There is the gambling den at one corner. We have the traditional onsen at another for all the people that come all the way to Asia to be in an onsen. It's the same thing as a bathhouse, but apparently it's super fancy because it's here.
It's special because the water's
I mean, the only real onsens that matter are the four beneath the Royal Palace. Those that fancy shit. Well, Royal Palace is technically. But that's we got a dining hall, obviously. Down there also. The second floor here, we have the tailor for the girls. Or the second floor there. This is the fourth floor. Fourth floor, we'll just have Spira's room, which is actually on the other end down there. That over there isn't her room, that's her port. And all along these right here, they are the elite of the harem. Basically, women who have just, because they give just mean head is why they've been moved up this high, or they're extremely loyal.
That's where I would be.
Then, I mean, I don't know, you have to go prove yourself. I hope you like Spike Talk. And we also have the beautician stuff. On the third floor, we have those people, the salon place and the nail place, the beauty shops. Yeah. Mostly it's everything that the girls need, and they never have to leave. They don't have to leave the whatever this place. I don't know. It has a name. I forget it. I just follow a spirit around and do guard stuff. But yeah, there's not really a whole bunch. But I mean, if you want to go look at pretty clothes. Oh, there's also the jeweler on the 3rd floor too. That's mostly shops on the 3rd floor, actually.
Tatsuya shops?
Oh, now you want to shop.
Yeah, shops. You know, shops. The place that you spend money.
I have a little bit of money I can spend.
Oh, cool. Cool.
You can purchase bads and disservices.
They also sell gift cards.
To sell gift certificates.
Of course, you have to be certified in gift giving if you're going to be giving gifts.
Mhm.
Wait, yep. Let's take him to go see his stuffs.
Mm. Oh, and there's the sex toys, but that's its own thing.
Sounds like your alley.
Yeah, got quite a few. Guess I could always use more. How much time do we have to kill again?
I think they said a few minutes, but hey, if you want to take all day,
I'd rather not.
take care of it. I mean, do I have to take you to where you have to go? I don't know where you have to go.
To Spira's, what was it, something sister?
Sister wife, I believe her name is Yuya.
Oh God, no, she's scary. I don't want to go to her.
Why?
Because she's the sorceress queen. She does really scary stuff.
Maybe she
Took
can
a lot
help
of-
me with my thing, with my problem.
I don't know what your problem is, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Oh,
This is the same woman who took some of my bone marrow because I have 4 arms if she wanted to study me.
oh.
She's crazy. But she's pretty. I guess the Empress will really put up with anybody's insanity if they're sexy enough. Alright. 3rd floor it is. Oh, the only other thing that we have here is that the entire ceiling up there, and they'll point to the skylight. Aside from being made of reinforced glass, it has a very special lens feature built into the walls. It's like this whole mechanism, actually, and they'll gesture to the rafters with the. They're in plain sight, but they're very they're subtle series of gears running along it with a bunch of pulleys and it looks like shutters in the corners of the roof.
Mhm.
And it's for stargazing. It like sucks in extra light and lets you see the cosmos or something.
Ooh.
That's also why there's a big old like section of ground all the way down there, bottom floor on the ground. It's like a place where the girls have a picnic or something. I don't know.
Gotta love the removal of light pollution.
Mm-hmm. I know once a month or something, the Empress makes everyone turn off their outside lights so people can stargaze.
I get to see it every once in a while on my travels. It's always one of my favorite sights.
My village really didn't have that many lights outside, so we could see the stars every night.
Good for you, country bumpkin. Good for you.
So which store did you want to go to?
Oh, well, Honestly, I've never had any jewelry. I wouldn't mind something from there.
Yeah, sure. No. The guy continued to guide you down the flight of stairs, okay, just casually trailing their sets of hands along the ornate inlay and pretty much everything. The amount of gold on all these rails and stairwells and all the extra metalwork here, just kind of disheartening to think that they have an entire country's worth of economy just casually lying around as pretty architecture, as a true capitalist should. And then they'll guide you to the shops and then lead you a little bit around the bend, the sort of semi-ovular shape of the entire harem, built for efficiency. And they'll stop at the jeweler here, slowly waking themselves up, and they'll open the door for you even to head on inside. And it doesn't take long once you're inside to see that, oh, the clerk is a topless kitsune. We're gonna probably be getting used to that here.
Tatsuya is taken aback a little bit by this, but he's gonna kind of look around some. Hello.
They will kind of lean themselves back and look at you with their lips still freshly sucking on what looks like a vent of flame coming from a fireplace.
I'm looking to possibly buy some jewelry, but I've never had any, so I'm not sure what to choose.
They were going to point to their own nipple and just as a recommendation for the nipple piercings.
So Amiko is gonna look over, be a little bit confused. You went jewelry?
I've never had any jewelry. The only ones that were allowed jewelry in my village were the priests.
Okay.
They're slurping on a stream of fire like noodles.
Well, could we... I'm not sure about the nipple piercings. I could possibly try a ear piercing, or maybe a ring.
Now that they have had their snake, their food, and just the rattling of wood coming down a chute keep stoking the fire. The scritchy scratch of fierce fox ears. Oh, kitty, kitty. Takes them a minute to kind of shake off their remnant of that snack that they had. What is the word? It's like a being stunned by food, like a food coma state.
Comatose?
It's not a coma.
No.
It's kind of like stupor. That's the word.
Stupid.
Yeah. They're stupor caused by a good meal. And then they'll pull out the big-ass book of piercing types if you'd want one. Though this is also a jewelry store, so you can just get a bracelet or a ring or a necklace. Maybe even a gilded shoe buckle. And they'll make the gestures at the book. Just,
He will, step closer and start looking through the book.
Let's see. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Sign in notification. What the fuck? How the fuck is this person?
I think he's gonna decide on no, those are kind of like two-part earrings, where it's kind of like got a chain connected between the two studs.
Wait, you want? I mean, yeah, but
Hmm?
okay, you want that?
What?
You want to connect? Okay, on the same ear, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, we're safe. And they have basically every jewelry you'd want in your earrings, rings, bracelets, pendants, brooches, anklets, bangles. You know, chokers, wedding rings if you're feeling fancy, cameos, lockets, and circlets and the like.
Mhm.
The question is gonna. You know, like, what kind? You gonna. You know, what type of jewelry you want? Like, antique looking? You want some temple jewelry, some beaded jewelry, bridal jewelry, fashion jewelry, handmade jewelry, kundan, filigree.
I,
You want it looking fancy? You want it looking minimalist? You want it to be reasonable?
kind of fancy.
Okay, so you want it filigree.
Yep. And if it's possible, since there's like two studs, like one of the studs be like a red gem and the other be a blue gem.
Okay. That's your. You'll get like a from them, and they'll pick up another book and thunk it down, and it's the complete collection of crystalline minerals throughout the known world. And so they'll open that one, and then they'll index it by blues, and then they'll slam it open, and then they'll slap the pulp down.
I'm sorry.
And then it's like as they're pointing at it, you can like just kind of hear it being read. Just you got aquamarine, topaz, tanzanite, sapphire, turquoise, lapis lazuli, zircon, apatite, azurite, kyanite, iolite, sodalite. It just keeps going and going and going.
Azure. And the red, I would say just ruby.
I'm just gonna kind of give you a with their just like a raised eyebrow, and then index it by red, and just like asking, "Are you sure?" Because you've got garnet, ruby, topaz, agate, also zircon, cornelian. What is that one? It's called like cinnabar, rubellite, and shit like spinel. Also is a really pretty red gem. Red spinel, at least.
Yeah, just ruby.
Nah. Bah. That's just what they just left that out while they start gathering more materials. And then they're gonna kind of take a little, what looks like a little set of calipers, and reach it up, and then gesture to one side of your head, then the other side, over and over again, just waiting for an answer.
Right.
And they'll kind of tilt their head and, okay. And just give you an okay symbol with their hand, and they'll reach up and kind of measure your ear with it before setting this tool down and pulling out another one, and then just you'll get these kind of sharp pain when they slide this little groove over your ear so it sits comfortably in this cool metal apparatus that they're holding, and then when they squeeze the trigger on it down, you hear a sharp tink as they preemptively pierce a hole into your ear, or well, technically two. Luckily for you, they have the kind of earring you want. They just don't have the stones in it. And that's when they break out the jeweler's kit so they can pull out the lockbox full of precious gemstones. And they slowly just start sorting through it with a pair of tweezers until they find what they're looking for. And you can watch them manually insert, press, and crimp
Fit.
every single thing. I mean, yeah, fit would be the word for the overall process. They'll even take out a little tester kit to prove and take out a little moss tester to prove to you that these are actually real gemstones and not some of those ones that are just using illusion magic to be sold at an exorbitant fee.
Mhm.
That's a real problem in the world, is people taking just basic rocks, putting illusions on them, and selling them for thousands of coin.
Tetsuya's eyes would be sparkling when he saw all the gems.
And then once they get everything assembled, they're gonna reach up, make sure to double disinfect your ear so nothing bad happens. They kind of a little bit of a sting when they press a little bit harder to make sure that they can kind of clean the opening itself. And they'll slip your earring connected with the little bangled piece of chain link, the tiny little thing that it is. And it's got interlocking silver and gold links. And the one with the red, the one with the ruby in it, is going to be silver, and the one with the azurite will be the golden one. Once they've got that all capped off in your ear, they will then turn over your fee.
Which would be?
$197 gold.
Seems a bit much.
Yeah. You know what? We're not. I'm not. Fine. Here, we'll re-roll everything. How about that? Let's just go and re-roll the local.
Why would you do that?
Well, it's because apparently pure 24 karat gold and the most pure
I-
gemstones that you're going
I
to
think it's gonna
are
be expensive.
not going to be. Well, no, so how about we do that? Alright.
We'll just re-roll the whole economy and make it even worse.
Well, there. We will just depreciate the stones. Okay. $113 gold. That's what you get.
Okay.
You don't like it, then you can source the gold and the extremely rare. No, not
I
you.
never said. Okay.
You don't like it, you
Not
can source
you.
the materials yourself
Okay.
in the world and fight with those rolls in the mines. You know, those things that you've got like a 1 in 88 chance to get. That's for precious metals. I remember how horrible. It was fun working with the pets, though. They were awesome.
Hmm.
Earth
Yeah,
They're
movement
still
were
around. They
Yeah,
didn't all
That
die.
was sort of interesting, yeah.
Yeah, and
they're awesome.
Tetsuya will hand over the gold.
I'm nostalgic about that time.
Fucking pets and their inability to not pronounce silent letters.
It
Tonight.
just doesn't connect in their brain. They see the letter and they're like, oh, it makes that sound.
Ballad.
You tell a pet good night, and it's like, what the hell? What the hell is that?
What was that word?
Yeah,
It's
but
good
Tetsuya
Nacht.
hands over the gold and with a, thank you. Thank you, a bow, and, heads back out.
Back to slurping on fire. I feel like they just treat it like a hookah plant or a hookah smoker. Fire.
Okay, I'm happy.
Good.
So, I think it's about time we go see,
Yes, of course.
Yuya.
I think it is that time, yes. Let's go.
That's always that time.
Noni, would you be so kind?
Don't we have handlers outside that were assigned to us?
You mean
what?
those guys that are still following us?
Hmm?
Those guys that are still following us?
Oh, yes. I'm pretty sure they could take us to where she is.
I mean, yeah, probably. They're not very good for conversation, though.
I'm not either. I'm not good at conversations.
What do you mean? You have two, like, on a constant basis.
3 even.
Well, that's a little different. No, and he's gonna look to the right. No, I do enjoy your company.
Hmm.
But I wish you would stop trying to suggest things that would get us killed.
Yeah, that doesn't sound pertinent to survival.
You may be strong on your own, but I am not on your level.
Alright, well. Ah, yes. And you can finally you notice as he's kind of walking with this big Oni, someone that will actually speak words to you, which is kind of nice.
A rarity in the capital.
Mhm.
Yeah. He has that black and green badge with the Imperial symbol on it. It's like, oh wait, fuck, their bodyguard is one of those secret police members.
Mm. Uh.
999.
119.
So, like, you're really a terrorist,
No.
but you fucked a terrorist.
Unknowingly. I mean, knowingly fucked. Unknowingly that they were a terrorist.
And they'll just kind of ball up a fist and hold it down. Same though.
Uh, and I'll fist bump them.
I don't know what that is. I learned it from a traveling merchant, but I really like it because it's so informal. I don't really like formality. That's why I became one of what I am. That way I could get in the position I am and have to order to nobody. And then the Empress put me in charge of their snake wife, and then it's been weird.
You don't like her?
No, I like her. She's just really nice to me, and that's fucking weird. I've never had people be nice to me. I grew
She's
up
nice
being
to like everybody, as far as I'm
It's
aware.
odd. Like I don't like it. It's odd. It's weird. It makes me feel different.
Well, tell her you have a ridicule kink or something, and
I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to be hated, but like I'm over here dissociating, and she has the audacity. It's worth noting that all 4 of his arms are gesturing exactly the same. She's got the audacity to fucking remind me that I exist. And I can't say nothing about it or I'll be executed. How dare they?
Yeah.
Be considerate. Like, let me be depressed.
nihilism no go. Sorry.
Well, isn't it part of her job to make sure everybody she's does business with is happy?
Hey, whoa. The only person that she fucks is the Empress. Everybody on that top floor, off limits. And on the second floor, mostly off limits. Bottom floor is free game, though. As soon as you hit the bottom floor, just, you want that? Go right ahead. Look at her. She's got a big butt. You like big butts? Can you not lie about big butts? I can't. They're pretty nice.
You just walk right over there and grab them in the coochie and they'll just laugh and push on you. Don't you touch their hair, though. They will cut a bitch if you touch their hair.
Yeah, just leave the nails, the hair, and the bling alone. What is bling, by the way?
What he just got.
It's the sound it makes when it falls on the ground.
I've been I haven't had anyone correct me because I think I'm the only one. These traveling merchants, man, they give these weird ass words and I feel like I've used some of them wrong. Also,
Probably.
I don't know what busting is, but I hate it.
I don't know either. I mean, I know busting a nut.
Yeah, I know that one. Where you like a handful of macadamias and crush them.
More like a jack.
I'm kidding.
Tetsuya lost in all this. Just
Just nodding and smiling.
yeah.
I don't know. Well, as many plants as I would have probably busted a big nut. That's been a couple of weeks. But yeah, just don't touch all their shiny stuff. Most of them are okay. I mean, it's kind of a cold reality, but that is the exchange of living comfortably in the harem is, depending on what hierarchy they're at, they don't really have a say in things. They can request not to be on the roster, but most of them just come here. A lot of the silent come here. Okay. To leave the safety of the beautiful, beautiful harem. I think, what is it called? The menagerie, that's what he calls this place. She, it, them, she, the Empress.
Ladies and mental gin, both in neither.
Messes with my head. We will leave the menagerie and head on further towards the big, scary, creepy tower of the Sorceress Queen. Why? Because we gotta decipher a riddle.
Yeah, some sort of riddle.
Why wouldn't you just find a sphinx?
Do you know where one is?
What's the Sphinx?
A sphinx. It's a foreign creature, but we've got like a couple here in this country. I've seen 2 or 3. They literally deal in riddles, and they are the masters at deciphering them because they're given knowledge from thought, the ultimate deity of knowledge in their country, which is a matter of subjective.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now that the Selenic sweetheart's back, we have our own like foretelling duty. Doodly doo. Oh no, it's
Doodly-doo.
cold outside. Fuck.
Maybe I should have stopped by and asked Doth again about that riddle once I'd gotten it. Maybe he'd have had some insight. I guess
Maybe.
it's hindsight, isn't it?
That sounds like not my department.
I don't know who that is.
That sounds like not my problem.
No. Ugh. Alright, yeah. Fuck this. This is too cold.
This city's a lot bigger than Karakura is.
Yeah. That's World City. And it's got a name, just nobody remembers it. But remember the TKK, I do not express that you ever do what I'm going to do. I don't know. I'm telling the people following us there. Yes, your guide, as they were, just kind of starts getting a lot more distorted in front of you before they set themselves comfortably aflame. Oh, so much warmer. It's cold out. It's kind of starting to snow.
I like the snow.
I don't like the snow.
I don't either.
It's never really bothered me.
It's not the cold that bothers me. It's more of the gets everywhere, and when it melts, everything gets muddy and slick. And when you
But it's so pretty.
yeah, but when you try to chase a rabbit across a river, a frozen lake, you fall in and you nearly drown. And
That's where you gotta learn Mizu and Italian, so you can learn to be warm and how to breathe water.
Yeah, I kind of got both of those under lock.
and he's gonna kind of look to the left. What? No, he said breathe water, not fire.
Yeah, I can breathe fire. I can breathe Oni's flame, and I can breathe flame with my technique. Pretty cool. Oni's
Sounds
flame's
cool.
banned within the city, though.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. I mean, Ruseki is a super useful skill if you can survive learning it. That's if you can find someone who's willing to teach it, and you get permission to learn it. And then you get put on the registry. Oh,
Registry.
yeah, the registry of known Ruseki users.
Ooh.
As a technique developed by the Empire for the Empire's uses, it kind of has the right to do, you know.
Whatever I wants with it.
Yeah. That's why you get a job like I did, and you can use it whenever you want. Like when you're cold out and you set yourself on fire.
Ooh.
Like this. Don't touch me though, I'm very hot.
Don't touch me, I'm sterile.
I mean, I would recommend you learn it at least once in your life if you want to. Because it's super cool. You can do other things like use Kyokosuru. My favorite is Kaifuku. When I have a hangover, I can just ignore it.
I've never had alcohol. alcohol was forbidden in my village.
And immediate left turn. All right. Well, I know how we're getting there.
Huh?
He's going to solve this dilemma.
Acts of,
Down to
for
the
say,
Vegas
they say,
Gate.
acts of depravity and
Oop.
those that go against the light were banned in my village.
Yeah, the light can fucking find itself directly up my asshole. Well,
He's
I know
gonna
where we're
look-
going though as a stop before we go there because it's now our #1 priority.
He's gonna kind of look to the right. What? You didn't agree any of that? Then why did they? Oh,
Because when given the chance, individuals in power will exert their control on anyone beneath them, so they feel special.
Precisely.
that's what he said. He's just gonna point to his right shoulder, even though no one's there.
Awesome! Your imaginary friend is correct.
Well, no, not as imaginary as you would think.
Individuals that are not perceptible by my own eyes are imaginary. However, they are perceptible by my own eyes. I'm choosing to ignore them.
I am choosing to say that they are not actually there. Yes, yes, I can see you getting indignant and offended. That was the intent.
Very angry, black and red dragon.
He squeaks a lot, doesn't he? Alright, so, and now just stealth
Squeaks.
shut to the...
Squeaks!
They will shut the fire off for a moment, kind of put a hand on Tatsu's shoulder and just pull him in real close. Up against that flowered kimono. Like, first off, feel my abs. All natural. Secondly, we are going there. And from your position on this hill near the palace, you can see the walled off and sprawling section that is the Pleasure District.
What's that?
A pleasure.
Remember where we were?
Yeah, you remember where you just were? Yeah, it's that, but all of that.
Oh,
So many drunk people.
Yeah.
That's where we go. That's where all the alcohol is. None of it's allowed outside. That's why it's an entire district and it makes so much money. So much money. So, along our walk, while Tatsu slowly and silently having an existential crisis, what are some of your unique talents, my fellow traveling companions, for the temporary moment?
Well, I'm actually quite popular in quite a few videos.
I've seen your popular.
what's a video?
It's a bunch of moving pictures on a confined screen that has some audio to it. It's like real life and confined to a box.
How do they fit all the people in the box?
Magic.
Oh.
He's dealt with a lot of drunks.
Tetsuya's not even drunk. He's just lived out in the middle of nowhere.
Remember, you can always tell the countrysider, but you can't tell them much.
While they're walking, Tetsuya's gonna see if he can find anything shiny on the ground as they're walking.
Outside the walls, go right ahead. Inside the walls, don't touch it. It's probably got disease.
So, can I do a perception check for that?
Just unclean.
I mean, yeah, Ivy, unclean. But yeah, go ahead.
Because
Yes.
Because Tetsuya's got a thing where he likes to pick up shiny or unique things that are just laying on the
He's
ground.
got a quirk. He likes shiny.
Yeah,
It was
I mean,
that
that's-
day that Tetsuya picked up a landmine.
I mean, that's how Tetsuya got his heart-shaped rock that he likes to show off.
Tetsuya got put in a heart in a closed casket.
What do we got? 90 Juan.
Haha, you fail.
Aw.
92.
Aw. What he thought was a rock that was shaped like a snow globe was just indeed a pile of snow.
The snow is piling, kinda.
A discarded snowball.
Yeah.
Just a discarded snowball. When he goes to pick it up, it's just, oh, it's just a snowball.
Random snowball just plap.
He'll look around
I
to see
can
who
imagine
threw
him
it.
dropping the snowball, being like, "I'm not a no."
Ah, yes. See some kitsune flopping in the snow to suck it up, and it starts rapidly vanishing, and then you promptly see some members of the police force catching them in man catchers and nets. Just, no!
Eee.
Racial delicious.
Racial discrimination! You're trying to destroy the ecology, you know the rules!
It's only gonna be here for half the year. I want it.
No! You have to get a permit!
I have a permit.
Show me your papers and I'll let you do it.
That's literally how it goes. As long as they have a permit for their allotted amount of time to absorb the element, they're allowed. But the problem is, Kitsune don't like waiting, and they just fucking fox dive out a window into their element and start sucking it up.
You can just imagine that too. Just
Yeah, that's literally what you see. Just wee, pap, just, and you just see a bunch of tails wagging around in the air, and then you hear them screaming as they get pulled off by the police.
I have a permit. That piece of paper just says I do what I want. That's true.
Yeah, that's basically how it is. I do what I want on a piece of paper that they're wagging while they're being drug away, and they're just kind of pocketing handfuls of snow into their shirt. Just it's the police force is busy all the time. They have to fucking balance all the different yokai's natural needs.
See, I got a fitty.
All right, yes, you managed to find a shiny in the snow.
What do you find?
You managed to find a badge with the same symbol on it that Noni has, and that one gentleman had on his kimono that captured you. And
The secret police.
yes.
Oh, what's this? Impersonating of an officer? That's illegal, you know.
No, he knows better. Noni,
Mm.
I found this on the ground.
Oh, hey, look at that. Blah. That's Whew. That's a trapper's. Red and light blue.
What?
Trappers are part of the Seikaku. They're think of like saboteurs and support specialists. They're not really the best at direct conflict, but they're really good at setting up an environment in which it's very hard for our enemies to escape and beat.
Ooh. Should I put it back or give it to you?
No, it's got an identification on it. We'll find them.
So, what do I do with it?
I'll just kind of take it and hand it to one of the silent, who will break off from the group to go do their job. You get a gold star for assisting with the proper management of resources.
I could just imagine him reaching down, sticking a gold star to Tatsu's face with his thumb.
Yep, just like right on the nose.
He's gonna put the gold star on his heart-shaped rock.
Okay. You will be stopped at the wall to the pleasure district. And some of the gate guards, you know the drill, come on. Yep. They'll
Jill?
present their public identification card. Mm. Okay. And then he'll hold out two of his wrists so they can give both of them the bracelet and identifies what they need to do. All right. And you notice that they have the very pretty blue bracelet get put on. And when they go to ask you for your identification, you don't really have one, but thankfully, the silents following you do have what look like temporary paper slips, and they kind of hold them up. Just for you, just hold them up by either of your faces. Alright. Wrist out.
Tetsuya will hold out a wrist.
You were given the very pretty green bracelet. And just the other guard they're gonna eat him alive. Oh yeah. And Tatsu will be given a blue one as well.
What do the different colors mean?
You want me to tell you? And you can see another citizen on the other side of the, over to the left of you, adjacent. They get their ID, and it seems to be a father and two of his sons, one of whom looks older and one of whom looks definitely younger. And then you see blue, and then you see green, and then you see them with the big red band get put around the youngest one. So blue means you've either been here or you're of legal age and you're not a virgin. Red means underage and not allowed to commit any of the mature activities within. And in your case, green means you've never done any of this and you're a virgin.
And back to blushing again.
Is
It's
he
really
of
just
age?
our best guess he's of age. You don't know when he was born, but just seemed like a little bit of a closet shut in.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever mentioned how old he was.
71.
Okay.
Yeah, I do remember that pretty
The
vaguely.
70-year-old virgin.
I fair.
I mean, that's still young for a Nakamata.
Well,
And then we look at Satsu,
Yeah.
who took the place of a fucking 18-year-old Nekomata body.
basically it's shot. Wow. Weirdo. Anyways. No. So we're all just gonna stay together. That's why we have that little identifying number on each of our bracelets underneath each other. So let's try not to get too far away from each other. And yeah. We're gonna go find us a good bar.
What about?
Oh yeah, right. We should do that. Tell you what. I'll take him, and then they can take you to Yuya. But this is the most pressing matter to me right now: is rectifying this mistake.
Like, I have to get this man drunk.
I won't get to be there. Unfortunate.
I know.
I'm sure you can find us when you're done with the riddles and stuff.
Hopefully.
It actually would be easier to pass through here, though, because the way that we were going, and you just go here, then you go down the east side. So this main road, turn right at this main intersection, and just keep going. But the silent nowhere to go.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they kind of disappear in there, or rather, Tatsuya gets taken, kidnapped, and bamboozled.
Abscond
Cat
into it.
boy got yoinked.
I'll catch up with you later.
Ah, yes. The silent will produce a whisper stone from their pocket and just kind of hold it up to your ear, and you can hear the sound just. Shall we go?
Yep, off we go. Don't fucking say it.
And just another silent, just into the wild blue yonder.
God fucking damn!
Wait, is the other silent holding a whisper stone?
Yep.
God damn it.
No, you just hear
No.
shadow in the no, fucking just through the ether into the wild blue yonder. Lost again, son of a bitch.
Satsu like somehow punches him through the ether.
right in the titty.
Or in the
Ow.
nuts.
That might be Ivy's job. Appearing via portal, slapping him on the back of the head and disappearing again.
Ow! Damn it!
Randall, why do you
her
keep letting him
appearing
do
out of
this?
I thought that was illegal.
It's just appearing out of a random cupboard, thump, and disappearing again.
Get back here, you fluffy bitch! Eh!
Just opens the cupboard and there's nothing in there.
I'll get you one. I'll be waiting.
But he never got him.
How to tell if someone's a planar traveler? When they swear, they call out Ivy's floppy tits.
Alright. So
What was the most
we'll get back to what's going on with Tatsuya
Yeah.
and
I
Satsu.
guess I got food waiting for me. Pizza.
Well, I've only got a few minutes where I gotta dip and go wash my clothes.
Yeah.
So Satsu's gonna get led through, and he gets to watch all the drunks and disorderlies just kind of scatter with silent in the area. Just doo-doo-doo. They were on the streets, but now they're not. And then when they think it's supposed to clear, they return.
I can just see one guy just kind of wobbling, like he sees some of them, and he just kind of does a U-turn.
Going this way now. We go this way now.
Pretty quick trip, honestly, with everyone avoiding you. Doesn't take you more than another 10 minutes of walking and silence with them.
Alright.
And once you do get to the base of the tower, yeah, it's big. I mean, you can see it pretty much anywhere in the city. But you don't really realize how big it is until you get up to it, Giggity.
Let's go inside.
It's gonna be a walk.
It's like the sign at Cracker Barrel. You never realize how big it is until you're standing right under it and you see it wobbling a little bit.
It's a lot big. I mean, this tower is taller than the Eiffel Tower, so I mean,
Yeah.
quite a sturdy foundation with those big fucking flanges helping hold it up in each of the cardinal directions. You know, north, west, south, and
Est.
est. Yeah.
You gotta change it to Wumbo.
I mean, they actually are conveniently built in the correct geological directions, too.
Oh, that does sound good.
Yeah. It was intentional. They basically made it a giant sundial. Look, like,
Ew.
Big old waste.
I mean, it's one big waystone. And thankfully, you don't have to walk up those stairs. God, that would suck, though, because there is an elevator.
Oh, yeah. Elevator.
And just one of the whisper stones from the silent when they kind of crack it by both of your ears. It's just, you just hear them say faintly, just, hold on. And once they make sure you're in, there are the good old oh shit handles to grab onto.
That
And
thing
once
just
they,
yeets up, doesn't it?
it's just straight goes.
Just-
It uses magic to turn it into a fucking maglev elevator.
Of course it does.
And it
You know, if I
Excellent.
had a stomach, I might have something to throw up right now.
Well, hey, it comes to a reasonable stop, you know, almost immediately, and just thunk.
The tentacle not happy.
And me not happy. Alright. How are you feeling, Amako?
Maximum flu.
Amako used to going pew, 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 pew. I feel fine.
Yeah, well, that's kind of slow,
She's-
actually.
It's like,
She's
kind
just
of
gonna be like-
slow.
I'm not used to being in something that does that.
That is right. She's used to being the thing that does that.
All right.
I mean, literally one of her spells is Maglev.
Yeah.
Okay, you're out of the elevator. You're at the top floor, and yeah, it's what you imagine an insane sorceress's magic lab would look like. You know, disorganized chaos everywhere. Few things actively smoldering with blue flame of some kind. That quickly gets put out by what looks like some sort of little automatron spider.
It's a good thing Tetsuya's not here. He'd probably try to pet it.
I can imagine him chasing down a room, but well, let me pet you.
And then it, you know, it'll waddle, the little spider will hop off the desk, walk all the way over to the elevator, and just kind of look up.
Hello.
And then it promptly leaps on your face, Satsu. It wants to know if you remember it.
Do I?
I remember it!
I'm trying to remember its name.
Shadow opened a box and it leapt onto his face. From what's his name? Richter.
Yeah, Richter's.
Clarence
Yeah.
the surprise
Yeah,
spider.
Clarence.
Yeah.
But it's not angry, though, when it leaps on your face. It just kind of vibrates happily.
I'd still freak out.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, but you still have a mechanical spider hugging your head.
A very happy mechanical spider.
And I'm like quickly trying to take it off, just like, hold on. No, please don't. Hug other places, please.
Yeah. It relinquishes its legs from your face and lets you just kind of hold it there.
I'm
And it
surprised that
stares
didn't
at you.
trigger a fucking one of my instinct reaction things.
It doesn't have any malicious
Not a
intent.
natural fear.
It's just kind of staring at you with that big old crystalline eye of its.
I'll pet it.
It can vibrate in response.
Nice to see you again. It has been a long time. Just less sudden jumping. I'd like to not reflexively hurt you.
Just kind of raises its front legs and then just gives a gentle pat on the top of head before it shimmies itself onto the ground. Oh, good. I see you found the spider.
It found
happy.
me, yes.
We found him a while ago, or rather, Asuka said she found him a long time ago. These mercenary people that she apparently traveled with had just left him there, and she just took them. And she said she found it sitting in a box, kind of sad looking, so she brought it here. And then I kind of fell in love with him. Mostly because he keeps people out of my things. Oh, and he's really good at getting rid of birds. You just kind of hear the hooting of a pigeon and then just a...
Considering hold on, give me 2 clicks.
1, 2.
I already found it, thanks. Copy over here. General enjoy.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically what goes on. Just Except instead of sharp teeth to do poison with, Clarence has a mouthful of rotary saw blades.
Yeah, that's about what I figured.
Yeah.
Yeah, people forget that tarantulas have no chill.
They don't. They really don't.
Like Selene Sura's first kill as a teenager was a rock.
A rock?
Yeah. It
Huh.
wasn't a giant one, but it was a rock nonetheless, and it was fitting because she's a Indian tiger striped tarantula.
Yeah. It's a big spooter.
Selene is a huge fucking spider.
She gives the best hugs.
Miss Nine. All right, down to business then. And then you just kind of hear her clap, and then Spooter comes running along to climb on their back and sit there.
Yes. I'll kind of look around. Where should we go to sit? Or should I just hand you the note here?
If you can hand me the note, we'll walk to where we can hang out. How about
That works. And I'll hand it to her, and as I hand it to her, I'll kind of point at the phrases that make me strongly believe it deals with the Fae and
As they walk along, they'll gesture for you to follow, and they'll start actually going down to the stairs, and they'll lead you towards their little library, which is kind of mind-boggling. You step in. Now, this is what messes with you is when you step into it. It doesn't look like too much. You know, it looks like a single floor. But when you enter into the library, it kind of looks like it goes pretty much all the way down to the base of the building. But at the top here, there's a comfortable little sitting room area. And there are dozens and dozens of little golem creatures in here, moving around and sorting books and cleaning the place.
And I'll politely wait for her to sit before I take a seat.
She will wander over towards the end of the ornate table covered in its one of the imperial tapestry, and have the little chair get pulled out by one of the little golem creatures, and she'll sit and then offer it a small gemstone as a snack that it takes as it wanders off. Well, it is a credible source that you got it from. I'm not, should I say, the Silent or the TKK, so I don't know everything. But when it comes to knowing about things that are in books, Pythia is a very well mentioned part of our Mediterranean allies. So the Greeks. Did you get this from Pythia? Somehow?
I'll glance over at Amiko.
Yes, I went to see Pythia.
I thought she was dead.
Well, yes, I visited her in Hades.
Oh, is it like how some of the merchants think it is? Is it like the Christian hell, or is it better?
Well, it varies depending on what your determined fate is. Like
Oh, so
if you've been a good person, then you're not gonna have a bad time. But if you've been a terrible person, then they choose a fate that will suit the way that you have. Yeah.
No, as it should be, and that's why you don't do what Sisyphus did, the fucking moron. Okay.
Oh yes,
Oh.
I do believe I saw him.
Ah, yes, with the giant boulder. Say what you want about Zeus, but he's not a dumb old man like people think. Actually, according to Asuka, who's apparently seen him, when being visited by Enma. He's supposedly a very polite, albeit, what is the word? Austere person. Well, that aside. Seek of thoughts. Oh, right. Oracles say things like a drunk riddle writer. You can't really get a straight answer out of them. Like trying to find out if. Yeah, it's like playing the game of Femboy or Tom Girl. You don't really know. I do like that, though. Well, let's see. Used to be a servant of divine. Ah, so you have excommunicated. You may be looking for a reviler there. Those of ignoble faith.
And I do need to go because dinner is waiting for me.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah,
catch you guys afterward.
I'm gonna try and wrap this little tidbit up, and then I'll go get my clothes washed. Shot by Minnie. Oh, okay. They didn't make a good distinction here. This structure looked a little different. Right here, where it says they are no longer in service of the divine and are now at odds with them as their enemy. They didn't do a good distincting. I think I know what they mean with this. They themselves sought by many, who employs those who you seek.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're referring to someone that the person that there's definitely Fae mentioned here with
Well,
the.
My
but the Fae
interpretation
they're
is that
looking
there's the Fae, which is the group mentioned, and then there's a singular person that is, or a singular entity that is mentioned that, and I don't know what that singular entity would be.
No, the way they're structuring this, I think they're referencing it that the Fae you're looking for are numerable and they are possibly in service to one specific person that you've met. I don't know if we have any Fae here. I'm not sure about our conscript situation. I don't really follow that.
Yeah, I don't know who I would have met that employed Fae.
Well, you met that terrorist, but I don't think they would employ the Fae just because they're mischievous and they don't really like organization that finds itself to be self-righteous. All the same, they're more about the end goal of self-service and mischief. Or have you had any interaction with cults? They like to start cults, maybe.
I mean, the only thing that popped into my mind that I would have met recently, this bard who kind of had their own thing going on.
That may be a lead. Bards are very charismatic, and a lot of them have usually pretty decent persuasion magic, so they can convince large swaths of people.
And they have an inner of creatures working in their collection.
Did they have a
Definitely be
Fae?
some Fae in there.
I was actually just gonna send a message to Rothgar. Hey, are there Fae there?
I mean, that'd be an option.
That would ask, I guess.
Fuck it. What could it hurt? It's like, hey, Rothgar. Just Rothgar wakes up in the middle of the night. Just fucking. He could just be asleep in the dirt, enjoying like the earth around him,
just vibing in the dirt.
Just because I don't want to message the bard directly just yet, I will send a quick message to Rothgar. Hey, Satsu here. Are there Fae around you, or Fee involved in the area where you are?
So are you not coming?
Are there?
I'm coming
Uh,
out a bit.
Okay, well, she's one.
Well, there is kobolds. There's a Spriggan. You got the Wendigo, who's just apparently standing
So,
over
yes.
the Spriggan as they sleep and stare at them. You got a couple of pixies, and you've got one Kelpie.
That's a hard yes.
Aye, there's a few.
And if he tries to say anything more, it just suddenly gets cut off. But he
That's
keeps
all he
talking, not
says.
realizing
No,
it.
that's all he's gonna say. He was just vibing in his dirt. Just aye, there are.
For one, somebody who was able to keep within the time limit. I need to fix that spell. But it is amusing at times. Okay, so more than a lead, definitely a promise.
Oh yeah, I did good. I did you good, right? I did well. Yes.
Yeah.
Was that helpful? Excellent. Now, as a small a token of your appreciation for my assistance, may I
Gratitude, of
have a
course.
fingernail?
I don't really have fingernails. I
A
apologize.
claw.
No.
A whole finger?
No.
Some spit?
Some what?
Nothing.
Did you say some spit?
Some spit. Spit on me. A lock of hair, perhaps.
I mean, I could give you some hair. If that's
I wanted hair. I just asked for head. Huh. I tried to make humor like my wife. I'm not very good at it. I'm trying to change my personality to be, quote, less ice cold and terrifying. And I hate it so much.
I don't know. Some people give the brooding personality very well.
I was called a mythic bitch by Hanami.
That's just where I leave that.
Hanami just wish she was a mythic bitch. Oh, by the way, that's why she's up there. And they just kind of gesture all the way to the top of the ceiling. And that's where Hanami is currently bound in silk and silenced and muffled. I don't really know how to respond to their actions other than violence, but I can't kill them because Asuka will kill me. So I don't know. I put them in timeout for being mean to me.
Well, I appreciate it. I guess I gotta go back there, much as I didn't want to.
You could, I mean, you could try the forest. There's a forest somewhere in Europe that's supposedly where all the Fae live. But, you know, what with the Fae and the Norns and all that weird stuff, I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, having the more, already in discussion with people I know is probably the better option.
Well, that being said, I wish you the best of luck. And, yeah. I don't know what else to do there. If
But
you don't have any...
I wouldn't mind giving you some sort of favor, but claws out of the question. I apologize.
I mean, claws grow back, ribs grow back. I don't know.
Mine aren't
lot
normal
of them.
claws.
Oh well, that's why I want them.
Mine don't. I don't think mine just grow back like that.
Yes, the loud footsteps coming from above. Only, well, yeah. Oh, she woke up. Well, do you want to ask the Empress anything before you go?
It would be rude for me to leave without parting. So, Yes, I will. I will ask to see them if they are willing.
Well, it's not hard when they just kind of slide open the door to the library. Just, where are you, you pair of tits with an attitude?
Sorry, I didn't know I had that much of an attitude.
Oh, almost up.
Realize you had that much tits.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, I guess I do have some sort of attitude, but I.
Amiko's going to give her usual friendly wave. I do need to get going though before they get mad at
Oh,
me.
you
I
go.
thought you left already.
Go. Go. Take the head pats that you get and go.
We're not doing anything.
Okay. Well, there. Sorted out then. Okay. Did you find out what you wanted? Are you good? Do you
Yeah.
need to stay?
Do I need what?
Do you need to stay? Do you want to stay?
I wouldn't be too terribly opposed, but this is something I definitely need to get taken care of.
Hmm? Well, head before you go.
Of course.
Where's your cab?
Getting alcohol for the first time. Noni took him somewhere.
No, that boy's going to get. Well, we can send a stretcher.
I tried to make it very clear not to fuck the Oni, whether he does or not. I did my part.
Noni is a known liquor fiend.
I thought everybody was a known liquor fiend here.
I mean, all Oni like a good drink, but well, they call him Noni because he doesn't remember his name.
Hmm.
He's Noni. He's no Oni. So he's no. Well, give you your salty vanilla cream and then send you on your way.
I'll be back, Amiko.
Drooling dog.
And yeah.
Are you gonna go pick him up before you leave?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Plus, they'll just do the whole weird NPC follow thing.
Shambling forwards. Be lagging behind,
yeah.
but fast and take action above the view.
You are cutting out every other syllable.
God damn it.
Ha Good thing Satsu doesn't really have fluid capacity.
So, what's the plan? Are we sticking around town for another hour, or are we heading out, or what?
Go on and head out is what it sounds like. They're just gonna go do their business, then go get the drunk cat, possibly drunk cat. Which we'll
And
find
the-
out what happened
And
to
the
them
drooling
later.
dog.
Yeah. Your shirt can fit over your swollen stomach, right? Yeah, you'll be fine.
It actually gets absorbed pretty quickly, believe it or not.
A very potent mix of Oni seed.
Well, you've got
Can the
3 whole
tentacles
beings
get
to
drunk?
Get up right now, so.
Drunk tentacles just doing drunk tentacle things like, you know, like dialing 15 different people for a prank call with all their tentacles. That would be fucking great. Right. Time to die and become an octopus character. Oh, that's an idea. Use monstrous transformations to give yourself cephalopod limbs so you can have a bunch more attacks. You can have up to 10 attacks in one turn. There's 10 limbs.
I haven't really used my tentacle to attack.
I'll just
Maybe
spit
not
on
a
Alright.
normal attack.
Alright. Alright, nerd, I gotta dip out and go get myself my clothes. So it's lovely as always. And we'll find out what happened with the cat later, or I'll try and respond in character discussions because I might not be working tonight out of spite for them not paying me again.
What?
You know, delaying it. Yeah, they're delaying it by another day again, and it's pissing
Those
me off.
fucking
They've been doing.
assholes.
They've done it 3 weeks in a row now, where they've
That's
taken an extra
illegal?
day. Well, they haven't paid. They didn't pay fucking Braden at all for his holiday pay, saying that he didn't work enough hours, but he came in for 8.5 hours. Him and Tomas got his pay. Corbin was in Indiana, wasn't even there. He got paid holiday pay on his check. But Braden, who was there for 8.5 hours and left his elderly grandmother's house to come work the shift for holiday pay, isn't getting it. And so I'm just tell HR, and that doesn't work till payroll, and that doesn't work till the government.
Telling HR doesn't do shit. They're not there to protect the workers. They're there to protect the company.
Well, yeah, but it's a case of discrimination against him because he's a white guy and he didn't get paid his holiday pay, but all of his Latino coworkers got paid holiday pay on the same exact shift as him, despite 3 of them being there for 4 hours, so half their shift, and him being there for 8.5 hours, extra 30 minutes past his shift. So
That's definitely discrimination.
yeah, and I mean, like wow, that's rude. And it's like they can't say that he wasn't there because they have the fucking time clock on the computer that it's done with thumbprints and a sign-in code, so nobody else could have signed him in. That shows he was there.
Damn, they do thumbprints?
Yeah, at our place they do thumbprints now.
They really
new
don't
people wanna-
trust you to be saying that you're actually there or not.
Well, that's because they got upset that we would let each other, like, we would let second shift leave, like, 40 minutes to an hour early, and we would just clock them out. Because they were like, oh, they were paying them overtime, basically. Because sometimes we'd forget for 20 minutes, and then get, like, an extra 20 minutes of shift. But yeah, alright, gotta dip, gotta get my clothes. Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.
But I imagine we'd probably wait till morning to head out so he can, have his hangover.
Mm-hmm. You collect the dog and the cat. You
I'd
stay
probably
a
grab a
night-
couple drinks.
Yeah, you could get a couple of drinks. You guys make merry, joke around, have a nice night, and then get up. Do you plan on just like walking, or are you gonna contact the bard to have them teleport you back, or?
I was gonna contact the bard
Alright.
and just kind of say, hey, it's Satsu, is it okay if I come visit? I know you have teleportation methods. There's 3 of us.
I imagine they wouldn't be opposed to you coming back, so yeah. If I remember correctly,
They offered me to join.
yeah, they offered you to join, and they teleported you to the destination themselves.
Yeah, where the Kitsune was. That's why I know they have the ability.
Yeah. So, I think it's a pretty good chance that they would be willing to teleport you back. And that's where we'll pick up next session, because we are coming up on the
Missing.
end here.
That and missing peoples now. that
Missing
would be
half the
kind of
party.
important to this.
Yeah.
Like, the bard is gone.
But yes, the titular bard who we were talking to is gone now. Plus we went over by like a whole hour last session, so it's fine if we cut off early.
I don't know. You want to do any more shopping?
The cat is not in the shape to do any shopping right now. They
Blow all their money.
You guys
Pretty
just let me
much.
know if you want to go outside and fight something, alright?
I mean, did Tetsuya, did they get their weapons back at least before they left?
Yeah, you guys would have collected your things before you took off.
Including Jack.
Yes.
Yep.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
my
no,
stuff has always
I-
been in my bag because they know I'm not stupid enough to draw my shit.
Yeah, no. You have acquired one very drunk and hungover kitty cat. Who has gotten a lip piercing.
Eh?
Yeah, in their drunken state, they got a single like silver lip piercing.
Well, okay then.
What?
Just this is what happens when people drink irresponsibly.
This is the first time he's ever been drunk.
Irresponsibly.
And who was responsible for making sure they didn't get into trouble?
An Oni liquor
Somebody
fiend?
who's drilling right now.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna stop.
Okay.